Signal Chasers.
Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Signal Chasers. Somebody stole my solar panel. Yeah, so last I was here, by the way, I built a wraparound porch. We'll get to that in a minute. My solar panel is missing. It was there last time I was here. I've not noticed anything else go awry, but I guess someone really liked the panel. I can't, it's not like lying around anywhere. Oh. Yeah, like they didn't just knock it off and drop it in a crater. Yeah, so I think that's a good sign my time here is limited. I think we need to focus our best on getting off this moon in whatever shape we can, and then making our way in space where hopefully it's a little safer. So, I guess to do that, we no longer have power production, but I did get one battery on this built. I've got all this stuff built up. I did all that off camera, I believe. Have our lovely wraparound porch with a little sitting area to look at the crater that mysteriously appeared last time. So I think... I also have a fair amount of resources, and I did some resource gathering. So let's go ahead and kick on all our stuff. Except I don't want that on. I guess I could start using it, because I think it's all piped up. Basic refinery is on. Do we have... Maybe I forgot to turn... I think I forgot to turn the refinery off. Let's get everything into the one cargo container. If I can. What is happening? Why can I not put stuff into the small cargo container? Can I take stuff out? Yes. Oh, it's because it's full. That explains it. Probably full of all that platinum. Which should be in the refinery. Oh, but a basic refinery can't do platinum. That explains it. My big refinery should be up. Let's go ahead and probably have to turn it on. There we go. Okay. Well, despite having this really nice deck, I think my best course of action, I may put some stalks on this just to connect it to the ground. Then I think maybe I move all of my stuff onto what will be the ship. That way I'm just using the one thing. I can get rid of my basic refinery, basic assembler. Hopefully it needs to lead thrust. If I can get thrust and all my sort of basics and the power to run it, I can get off the moon and find somewhere hopefully safer. Wonder what modules I can build. Yield would be good, but you need gold to make the superconductors. I don't think I have gold. I know I have platinum. I think I had some silver somewhere. Yeah, that's silver.
Energy low.
Oh, I need to sit in my chair. I think my best bet for now will be power efficiency modules. Probably on everything. Because power is going to be what I'm tight on. So if I can get the bits for these and get these built. That will improve my ability to run things as we go forward. And then I can always change these out once I'm at the point where I don't have to worry about power so much. It looks like for that effort, I'm going to need more iron. So maybe while that's producing, let's go get that. I don't know how much platinum I'm going to need. I have a fair bit. I think I did 2 loads off camera. But probably need some more. Well, I might need some more. At the very least, I want to have a good amount of it before I head off. Because this is where I can easily get it. Granted, I guess I can always come back to the moon at some point if I need to. Hello, Iron Vein. Okay. Now let's... It'd be easier to do this from the top. Let's go ahead and set the iron to refining. Oh, actually. So I'm definitely using a lot of power, but because I do still have the basic refinery, it can handle the iron. Was there a yield difference there? I don't know. I'll just assume that this is the best option because it helps me move quicker. At this stage, I think I need speed. And I guess in the meantime, some of this stuff we can start taking down. It's my basic assembler. Okay, basic assembler isn't doing anything. So let's go ahead. Oh, and it's empty too. We'll get rid of that. That reclaims some material. Yeah, I think everything else here for the moment I want to keep. Low on fuel. How much ice do we have still? We have a fair bit. Is my... Yeah, the O2H2 generator is on. This little one. I guess... I could go ahead... So this is a large O2H2 gen. I could... I can get rid of this because the pipes will support everything. If I stuck an engine here... then maybe a big tank right out the back here. That would give me, again, some power production ability from ice, which I think is going to be my best bet out in the broader cosmos, at least for the short term. And it gives me fuel because even though I'm thinking this is going to be a primarily ion-powered ship, I would like at least one big hydrogen booster for speed. Because not only is this designed to quickly go to those unknown signals, but it's also going to be my main form of defense if something goes awry, is getting out of there. Okay, production's nearly done. Let's go ahead and get this stuff on so that we can start benefiting from its power-saving nature. Yeah. Interesting. So it looks like I may not be the only person hunting down signals. So why do I not have motors? Apparently you can get plushies out of them. Wealth is endless. I really want to get up there. Because there are, of course, the, little basic ones that spawn around, but that's not really the point of this whole endeavor. I want to be able to get those. Okay. So, I think I'm going to want fuel tank there. And then down here, an engine. Just get as much of this as I can. In fact, where are tools? Tools should be a thing. Alright. Couldn't find it in the menu, but right, get rid of that stuff. So if I build one of these welders, I can essentially just set the thing to produce what I need for the tank, and it'll slowly weld it up while I'm out and about. So, set that to production. Turn that on. And it'll slowly start building that. Okay. I think I need more resources, so let's do one more iron trip. Or actually, yeah, iron trip. Because I had plenty of ice, it just needs to be produced. Alright. Tank is built. Let's go ahead. I'll need some of these. If I build cargo on here, one large cargo container ought to do me. And I'm thinking we build it with some of these. That way I have connection points for the various other things I'm gonna need. Alright. That'll slowly start going here. I should have... I think I set the bits for this to be produced. Maybe I didn't. Okay, well my production queue is gonna be a little bit busy for a minute. What other stuff do I need? So this is looking like a pretty good core for a ship. Maybe let's start laying out some thrust. So, I'm going to want one large hydrogen, then maybe two large ions flanking it. That should be a decent rear. And then I think maybe 3 ions out each side. For side to side thrust. Can have 4 for downward. Then it may be good. Do I think I need big lifting thrusters? I mean, they could be useful. Because again, for at least landing on the moon, I'll probably want them to manage to wait. Yeah, we'll go with this. So. That should be... Oh, and then reverse thrust. I also need somewhere to live on board this thing. Maybe for now, we'll just have reverse thrust there and there. I think I'll probably move that as I sort of define a better shape for this thing. But for the moment, that should do the job. Ooh. Okay, cargo container is done. Now, do we have all the bits? And can I get... I don't think I can access that port. Okay. And we have all the bits for this. I need hydrogen. Let's hope I have enough to hover here while I weld. And once I get this thing built, I'm going to want to turn it off. Because at least for the moment, I'd rather use my hydrogen elsewhere. Although it did fill up with a bit. Is the tank filling? No. And that may be because everything else is on stockpile. Could also be... I don't know. The O2H2 gen on board here is off, so maybe let's turn that one on now. Move all the ice into it, except for that ice. In fact, we should be able to move everything into this large cargo now. Let's get some more precious gases and some more power. We'll go ahead and queue up the bits for the other batteries. Would it be smart to stick some solar panels on this? Probably. Again, this is sort of short term, but it should allow me to get a little bit of latent power while the sun is out and about. And I can leave them on at least short term for when I'm out in space to again get some power going. I don't know why I've decided to weld at such a jaunty angle, but I suppose it works. Okay, so let's go ahead and just dump everything we've got into this new container. Because it should be able to hold pretty much everything. Refinery can keep its platinum. Everything out of the small cargo container. And out of that. Okay. So let's get the stuff for this final battery, which should be produced now. Hopefully. Yes. Oh, unless we're 5 short. Do I have 5 more? Yes. There we go. Okay. So we have 4 batteries on board. Let's get the stuff I'll need for these solar panels just to make use of the sun while I can. It's again a real shame that my previous solar panels were robbed, because there were 4 of them and it would have done this perfectly. Granted, if they still were here, I wouldn't have to weld these on to this anyway, and I probably wouldn't be so frantic to get off the moon. Though in truth, I didn't intend to stay here as long as I have. Okay. Well, that goes. I think I'm gonna go and get a load of ice from over here, because I predict I'm going to need it for fueling up the ship's tank. Once I get that large tank full of fuel, that should be enough fuel to last me a while. Now, I think... yes, I have a hole for the ice. Maybe I should get some of the silicon, too. Because we're going to need a lot of that for solar panels, and I don't know how much I have left, given I've stopped mining stone. I don't think I've actually ever done a proper run of this. Okay, that should be enough of that. Then down to this little ice vein. We'll fill up on good cool blue. These lunar ice veins are real thin. I've noticed that with the one right under the base. And just little slivers, which I guess makes sense, because the moon's not particularly... oh, I could have gotten silicon in there. Yeah, the moon's not particularly well known for its lush water reserves, but it doesn't make gathering it a bit of a pain. At least out here away from the polar regions, which probably would be a-okay for it. Now look at this. I mean, it's all a little rudimentary, but that looks like a ship. I'm actually building a ship here. And I think with that ship sitting there above us, I'm gonna go ahead and end today's episode. So yeah, that looks like a fair bit of progress. I mean, a lot of it's just made out of single steel sheets, but, you know, there's some built stuff in there. I think we're well on our way to hopefully get off the planet next time. So yeah, till then, thank everybody so much for watching. Feel free to become a member with that little member button wherever that member button lives. And until next week, bye-bye.